Making it in life is everybody's dream while growing up. How to make it possible is a problem. So on our program, My Journey, My Story, we talk to people making progress in life. The aim is to motivate the youth out there to get up and do something for themselves. All right, my name is Yofin Command and welcome to My Journey, My Story. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Perfect Television, for more interesting stories. Today, I have here with me, Master Suleman. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Who is Mr. Suleman?
Simply put, Mr. Suleman is a professional teacher and a counselor from Saltpond.
From Saltpond.
Yeah.
Which part of Saltpond do you stay?
I'm originally from Panchiko.
Panchiko.
Yeah.
Today we want to delve into your life, so you tell us the process you've been through to get to this level. So tell us from scratch. I mean, where did you attend primary school to GHS to SHS?
Okay. Thank you. I started schooling from the prestigious Infantiman Basic School. Yeah, that was where I did, my kindergarten, primary, and junior high. You understand? Yeah. So from there, I went to Methodist Senior High School.
Okay.
Yeah, where I offered a general art program, and after Methodist High, I gained admission to the Commended College of Education, where I obtained a diploma in basic education. Yeah. Fortunately for me, after training college, I had opportunity to enroll at University of Cape Coast. Yeah, where I did basic education, degree in basic education, and from there, I went to University of Education, Winneba, where I studied counseling psychology. So
wow, hold on.
Okay.
We'll get there. Hold on. I'm loving the conversation already. So, Jeshen is Suleman. Growing up, not teaching you you had other jobs that you wanted to do growing up.
Yeah, I mean, teaching is it. No more than a chair for, but no, you're Juma or to me, Mangasankasa. And, in a doctor, may a pilot, may a lawyer, I get Marcus Akasi. Now, I'm in charge, I realized there. I was somebody who loved to talk, you understand? So I felt that I would prefer to, have a particular vocation where I would do more of the talking, you understand? So I wanted to be a journalist at some point and a lawyer at some other point, yeah. But, after secondary school, I bought university forms, that is University of Education, Winneba, to go and pursue, a degree in education so that I can be a teacher. But as at the time, my big brother was at a training college, you understand? Yeah. So anytime he comes, home, he brings some kind of coins, allowance. So I felt that, okay, go to university, I wouldn't receive any allowances, you understand? And pay my grades, I could also attend a training college. So I felt that, okay, I just have to, go to the training college so that I can also receive, some kind of allowances, you understand? Yeah. So I felt for University of Education, after completion, I'll still come and be a teacher, you understand? Yeah. And for training college too, I'll still be a teacher. So why don't I, just choose a place where I can at least earn something whilst I'm schooling, you understand? So that I can just, ease that financial burden on my parents. Yeah, okay, so I felt, the training college was the best option for me as at the time.
So, any regrets so far?
No, I've never regretted, and I don't think I would ever regret, going to training college.
Yeah. So, are you going to advise somebody to venture into the teaching work?
Yes. Teaching is a fulfilling profession. Trust me. It's so nice when you see pupils you have taught, making it great in life. You understand? I believe that is a fulfilling part of our profession, because if you're a teacher and you teach somebody to become, let's say, a lawyer, a doctor, or a teacher or something, when you see the person, you just feel so glad.
Yeah.
It gladdens your heart. You understand? So teaching is a very good, profession, and I would entreat the up and coming generation to also take up, such a profession, because I feel that it's a great profession.
Is it because most of your relatives were already into teaching? That is why you also joined the teaching line?
No, it was something I really wanted to. So I don't think I even felt pressured to enter into teaching.
Okay. So aside the allowances, what else? Moved you into the teaching, into the training college? Put it that way.
Aside the allowances, I would say that ready employment.
Okay.
You understand? Because we grew up in an area where most of the graduates were unemployed.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
understand? So
Yeah.
I felt that okay, most of those people who went to the training college right after training college, they just get
So
posted
that is one of the most important
so
parts of going to the
I
training
didn't want a
college.
situation whereby I would just complete school and be a liability onto my parents. So I felt that okay, since the training college offers a diploma, and right after my diploma I would get a job to do. Why not? So I just decided to enter a training college. Yeah, but that is not to say that I was not admitted at the University of Education. I gained admission. You understand? But I felt that the training college was the best option for me as at the time.
So what do you say to those who have it in mind that training college is a ampasa neko training college, and the university is for only those for the brilliant students? What do you have to say about that?
Such assertion is laughable. You understand? And I always say that it is infantile for somebody to think like that, because with training college, the grades that would qualify one to enter is the same grade that would qualify one to enter a university. You understand? And I have so many colleagues I perform better than who entered the university. So it wasn't as if I couldn't actually, go to university. It's a preference. It's an individual preference. You understand? So I would say that those who keep, that erroneous, perception about training colleges should actually take time and learn more about training colleges and the admission systems. And I think when they do that, they would come to a realization that those who go to training colleges are just of equal measure to those who just go to the universities.
And see, I mean, you would advise a lot of people to go into the training college.
Oh yes, since it provides ready employment, I think it's cool.
Okay,
but
you.
it depends on your preference. I wouldn't want to force anybody into work. You understand? But if you feel that that is what suits your persona, why not?
Okay. So apart from being Chechenyi, Echazi, what else do you do?
I'm a counselor, by profession too, and I do photography for the sake of the beauty. You understand? And I would say just because of the passion, I just love photography. So aside teaching, I do counseling. And some bit of photography.
Okay. Now counseling, is it marriage counseling or girlfriend boyfriend counseling? Or which one? Which one?
My party people talk say I do everything so. You understand? This question comes up, anytime I mention the fact that I'm a counselor. You understand? And I don't blame them, because these days there are so many people who parade themselves as counselors without any qualification. You understand? Yeah. So I'm not surprised you're also asking sort of question. Yeah. But with my counseling, I do everything circular counseling. What I don't do is pastoral counseling, but anything circular counseling, be it career guidance, relationship issues, everything.
So you are certified to do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a qualification in that. So
interesting. But are you single? Since you talked about, I mean, relationship thing. I don't know what more about thing. No, fine gentleman like you. I mean, we need to know. We want to know. We just want to
my
know.
relationship status. I think we need to keep mute on that. I wouldn't want to comment. You understand?
Okay.
I wouldn't want to comment. Yeah, let's just end it there.
All right, you're watching My Journey, My Story right here inside KQ Bar and Restaurant inside Saltpond. My name is Yufin Kuma. I am your host. The conversation is getting interesting. I'm here with Mr. Suleman. He's a teacher, he's a counselor.
Part-time photographer.
Everything's so. Okay, so my next question is, if you're Saltpond, you're from Saltpond here. Yeah. So, what have you studied? And I was a monitor of a Saltpond youth. The mass is a bad attitude. It's a bad habit.
One thing I've really noticed about youth in Saltpond is that they don't really like working. You understand? Yeah. And there's this kind of attitude that they have, especially when they see somebody progressing in life. Instead of them to motivate and support the person, all what they do is to sit down and criticize. You understand? Criticism is not bad, but you need to do it holistically. You understand? You need to big up the person and probably outline the negatives. The person is portraying. You understand? But all what they do is to pull the person backwards. That kind of crab attitude. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's a very bad thing, and they would have to put a stop to that.
Yeah, because there's a saying that until it's your time, you have to clap for others when it's their time.
Definitely.
Yes. I see nothing wrong with me clapping for somebody or begging somebody up. Oh, Mary,
They would always want to see themselves on, at the top. You understand?
It should always be about them and not about somebody else.
But one page muscle. And they say, I need you, zina. And
then some of them are saying, "You money being hadi."
Okay. You understand? It's not about getting a white collar job.
Yeah.
You understand? I believe that any menial job, ebe any decently, what's a job born into that? You understand? Yeah. So any menial job, when you go to Cape Coast, most of those people who sell, working out where Santifonas, and Fantifonanga son of baby and Pijuma, in a pede tie na, like at an office. I think it shouldn't be like that. And he said, you make a cranary, Bibi Abatown, or do how we school, but feel there. Pedigree, it may be one pattern. You understand?
Yeah.
You are down with university. Let's say on you understand?
Yeah.
Just apply the knowledge that you have gained at the university to at least package what you are doing.
Yeah.
You understand? The package in here, you get people to buy. Say, obi oti chrome no, oti be a taxi station no, there's no, or you bus out Google friend and graphic man. You can also package yours nicely. You understand? The package is every be messily fine. People can buy. And to say you're investing, let's say you want to be you are, just be your own entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Just bring up ideas and do something for yourself. Because it's not for Accra. What's that? It's not for Accra. You understand? And see, it's good to get something doing.
Thank you very much. And my son never saw there. I can negative, When it comes to the positive aspects, youth now that wasn't some of the youth here, I think this is positive. This particular thing about Saltpond youth, it's positive.
With that, I would say cooperation when it comes to development.
Okay.
Yes, the togetherness and the unity when it comes to fighting for the development of Saltpond.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't really consider political affiliation when they really want, some kind of developmental project to take place in Saltpond. They all come together and rally behind their leaders just to pursue that particular agenda. So I think that is a positive thing, and that needs to be encouraged.
Oh, okay. So tell us, what motivates you in life?
What actually motivates me is my quest to achieve great things. That has always been my motivation in life. I always want to achieve something great. You understand? I always want to leave a mark. You understand? So that the unborn generation would come and meet my legacy. You understand? Yeah. So that's what actually motivates me.
So who do you look up to? Who's your role model?
I think Professor Jampu. Yeah, I love that man. He's a lecturer at the University of Ghana, Legon, and also a native of Saltpond.
Okay.
Yeah. I would one day want to be in his shoes. Yeah. With regards to the level he's been able to attain in academia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, I'm sure there is this one particular teacher who played a very instrumental role in your life. Do you remember any teacher like that?
Oh yeah. If you allow me, I can even mention the name of my teachers from kindergarten up to the university. You understand? But I'm sure time wouldn't really permit us. But I would want to use this opportunity and platform to thank my kindergarten teachers. Yeah, Madam Agi of blessed memory. Unfortunately, she couldn't live to see us become this great. You understand? Yeah. And Mr. Johnny Ando Arthur. He is also a psychologist and a lecturer at the University of Ghana, Legon. He taught me at class 6, and trust me, he played an instrumental role in my life. DHS, Mr. Samuel Apia, he taught me science and pre-technical skills. He was also a great man. And when it comes to secondary school, I think the head teachers at the time, Reverend Pastor Suleman Grant Sophie, played an instrumental role in my life. Instilling in us, that kind of discipline. You understand? Yeah. And Mr. Hooper, Mr. George Hooper, he taught me mathematics in school. He was a great teacher. Mr. Valentine Gogovi, he taught me social studies. And I think Madam Mabel, yeah, she taught me geography. She's now a lecturer at the University of Cape Coast. Yeah, and a couple of other teachers. Yeah, I can't mention everybody's name. And not to forget Mr. Ebenezer Boabing, aka Bibi. He was a very great PE tutor, and he motivated us to love physical education. Yeah.
So what do you have to say to them?
I would want to say that may God richly bless them. I know growing up, especially those who taught me, in their lower classes, I was a chatterbox. I loved talking. I remember there was this report card I took home. When I think the conduct that was what the teacher actually wrote. Chatterbox. I loved talking. I loved disturbing. So most of the time they would have to even bombard me with more assignments and all that. Yeah. So I would want to say that may God richly, bless them for getting that patience to mold me into becoming this great person. I'm not yet great, but we are still in the process of being great. Yeah, I would just want to use the opportunity to thank them and pray that God grants them long life and prosperity coupled with wealth. It's very important and good health. Good health, so that they would at least live to reap that kind of good seed they have sown. Yeah.
And the church the whole Ghana, the whole Central, the whole Saltpond, church Councillor Suleman,
all professionals can boast.
Yes.
But a teacher taught them all.
Exactly.
So as a chef, no,
you like music?
I love music.
High level
Anything that is soothing to the ear, I love it.
Okay, so,
but I don't listen to foreign stuff. No.
Okay.
I believe in locally.
Yeah. So who is the number one local artist you're listening to right now?
Like what kind of genre? Like
any genre at all.
Any genre at all.
The local artist you're listening to right now.
Let me group them according to genre. You understand? Okay. Because when it comes to rap music, I love T-Flow.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Bar for bar. Yeah. I love T-Flow.
Yeah.
Local, Marshall. He's also one great guy. Real MC. Bassa to the Wangers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wages, like a couple of guys, you understand? Yeah. I support everything Central.
Okay. So when it comes to Saltpond, do you have a favorite guys in Saltpond you listen to?
Saltpond. I think I love this guy, George Praise.
Okay.
He's doing so greatly. George Praise. He does gospel music. Yeah. I love George Praise. 11 Team, he's also in Saltpond. Marani. Roy X. They're all doing well. Yeah.
Like gospel noms it's a gospel.
I can't cry. It's a gospel, I can't cry. But I can't more freestyles I want to.
But
then the patience, how could it be?
How about dancehall? Dancehall, related to dancehall. Do you love dancehall?
Dancehall. My pick in Central Region will be Capone. Yeah. The higher height Army General.
That's right.
Capone, yeah. That's right. I love that guy. His power. His fire.
Yeah.
I just love it. I listen to his vibes and I'm like, wow. The way he blends the fancy with the patois, come on. The guy is fire.
I saw the fancy dancehall god.
Amazing, Charlie. The guy, I just love him. But when it comes to the general dancehall genre, I think I love Samini. Yeah.
Okay, back to you, counselor. I'm sure a lot of youth get into your DM on social media. I want to be like you. I want to do what you're doing and all that. Let's say you have all the schools in, let's say, Central Region, all the schools, being secondary school, primary school, all of them. and then they give you the microphone as a counselor, as a teacher. Tell them something, motivate them. What are you going to tell them?
Thank you for such an opportunity. What I would tell them is that, in life, there is no need for you to rush. You understand? We all are in different time zones. You understand? So there's no need for you to rush. You need to take your time. It's a process.
Yeah.
You start from somewhere. Yeah. I didn't just get up one day and started calling myself a teacher, a counselor, or something. Yeah. I went to basic school, secondary school, university, training college, and all. So I would tell them that they would have to persevere. You understand? They would have to persevere. They would have to remain resolute. They would have to remain resilient, and above all, motivate themselves. Intrinsically. Intrinsic motivation is key. If you don't motivate yourself intrinsically from within, trust me, you might not be able to achieve anything in life. You need to get up and make a move. You understand? Yes. But they have to eschew laziness. They have to eschew laziness and avoid easy ways of getting rich. And trust me, they'll get there.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed the conversation with you, Mr. Suleman.
It's a pleasure.
I'll be looking forward to have more of such interesting conversations with you. It is always the simple that produces the marvelous, as postulated by Amelia Barr. All too soon, we've come to the end of the show, My Journey, My Story. This program was powered by KKO Bar and Restaurants, and I am Yofi Nkrumah, your host. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Perfect Television, for more interesting stories.